guitar, baby. Alright folks, welcome back to Mojo Shop Guitar. We missed you guys. Well, here we go. Here's the next guitar we're going to do. It's a beautiful little guitar, and look at that pickguard. You know, I saw that pickguard and I go, dang, now that's nice. I really like the way this guitar looks. And it is simple, plain Jane, just kind of a Strat style with that pickguard. Whoo boy, that is nice. You know, it could just have a regular old Strat pickguard on it, but no, it's looking good. It's got a real nice little neck on it. And dun da da, this guitar is a Baltimore. And you know, it's got a nice little, it looks kind of like a Johnson. You know, nice little guitar. You know, it's got a little bit of fret sprout and stuff like that. We're gonna take good care of that kind of stuff. Get her all cleaned up real nice. I mean, not that it's really dirty to begin with, but it really looks nice. But it's gonna, you know, it's gonna need a setup. You know, the strings are a mile off the fretboard, stuff like that. You know, it just needs going over. It needs the Mojo Shop seal of approval put on her. So, without further ado, let's get this beautiful guitar over to the bench and get to working on her. What do you say? Alright, here we are over at the bench with this one. And it's a real nice looking guitar, you know, it looks like it's pretty much brand new. You know, I don't see a scratch on it hardly. This one will be a real nice and easy one. Man, look at that. Just, you know, real nice. Got a real nice neck on it. As you can see, looking real good. Some, you know, decent tuners on it. I've seen worse. Baltimore. Looks just like a Johnson. I got a feeling that that's made in the same place. Alrighty, so you know the routine here. We're basically just we're gonna take this thing and we're gonna take the strings off of it and get the neck all nice. It's got some fret sprout. We'll get the neck all nice on it. We'll get the everything taken care of on it. And you know, we'll get this trim all straightened up and get it all beautiful. So let's go ahead and take some strings off of this. And we're just going to loosen them up a little bit first. Never heard of a Baltimore before, but you know, there are places, there's factories over there overseas that in Asia where you can just order a guitar and you can have whatever name you want put on the thing. Doesn't really matter. I could order some Mojo Shop guitars. Alright, we got that all taken right there. What did it do with my string? Just put it back in there. Yeah, there they are. Okay, we're just going to cut these right off here. That's a tough string, but there we go. There we go. Alright, we'll just go ahead and take these off the top. This one's got 2 string trees on it, so that's a nice little setup. I always like that. These old strings out here, I doubt if these strings here were really very old to begin with, but we're always going to assume that they are old. And get rid of them. And we always try to wind them up in a little ball so they're not all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Kind of wind them up like this here, you know, just at least stick the things through there a couple times. There, see, kind of like that. Now we can throw it away. Alright, let's get the ones out of the back here. We're going to go ahead and take this back plate off. I'll go get my weapons out here, get my screwdrivers. There's my other one. Right there. Okay. Alright, let's take this off. Nice white. You know, this guitar, it might just be a regular old guitar, but with that pickguard on it, it really looks nice. I really like that. That's really snazzy. Too bad we couldn't do something to it special. But this is a customer's. This isn't one of my guitars. It belongs to a customer. And I'm just doing the thing on it. I ain't fixing it. I ain't customizing it. Alright, let's get them strings out there. I like it when they all come right on out. Real nice and easy. And this pretty much looks like a brand new guitar. This might even be the original strings on here. There we go. Got them all out of there. As you can see, the springs are in the middle there. I prefer them to be straight. Of course, we're probably just going to block this down anyways. So, that's the best way to do it. You know, you want to mess around with the whammy bar and junk. Get a Floyd Rose in or something. Anyway, and get rid of those. There we go, in the garbage with them. Alrighty, so I think the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and take this body off the neck. Separate the body and the neck. That's the way we roll. I'm trying to keep all these parts. I got parts all over the place. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Lay it right on its back here. We'll get out our big screwdriver. We'll start taking these screws out. Looking pretty easy. Oh yeah, those are coming out real nice and easy. Maybe a little too easy. Yeah, this thing's pretty shiny, man. I don't have to do much to this one. This will, the last couple I had were pretty easy ones. Look at that. It's the way I like it too. I don't got to drill out the body. The screws are right straight through. Yeah, hey, I like that. Somebody's been thinking. Yeah. Nice. See? A nice little joint in there. Fretboard's hanging over a little bit. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's a nice looking little neck. Not too bad. You know, it looks like it's pretty dry. We're going to get it all fixed up here on the good old Baltimore. Well, maybe it should have been a Detroit. No, I mean, what's Baltimore mean for music? Man, you know, Baltimore don't mean nothing about no music. I don't even know what Baltimore is famous for. The Orioles? I don't know. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do? Do we want to take the... Oh, look at the little plastic left over from the pig. All right, what do you know? Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, there's a little shim in there too. It's like somebody put a little something in there and shim that up with. I don't know why they would do that. It was too down, too low. No, it couldn't be the case. But, anyways, we're going to set this off to the side and we're going to get started on this neck here. Set these back. There we go. All right. Get some of these other parts out of the way here. So we're not scratching and dinging and scratching. All right. Zoom in a little bit. All right. Now you can see our fretboard. It's got some nice stripes and stuff like that. It's a real interesting looking little fretboard. Nice color to it and stuff like that, but it does have some fret spread on the front along the end here. These definitely need to be cleaned up. You know, and this isn't really anything special. Guitars just, you know, but we're going to go over it. We're going to make sure that everything's working right the way it's supposed to. That the tuners are all turning the way they're supposed to. You know, so they're all even pull. And, you know, just get things looking nice. I'll be right back. Just give me a half second. All right. Now, if you watched our little channel before, you know the routine around here. first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if this fretboard is level or not. So we're going to take our level beam. And you know, you see that this has notches on one side of it, right? Well, this is a homemade straight edge, you know, I'd made out of something that's straight. And anyways, a lot of times you would stick this over here like this, and you would measure the, you know, the wood. You'd measure in between the wood to see if your fretboard is flat. I don't do that. I use a straight edge, and I go right straight across the top of these frets. And I can feel right now that it's got a nice little back bow to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to find our wrench that fits this. Okay. It's a little bit smaller than what I got right there. Let's try this one here. Yep, that's it right there. And we're just going to take the pressure off this thing. And it is wound up tighter as a rubber band. Okay? And we're just going to give it a little bit of help going that way. See, I push down on a little, pick up on it on this end, and push down a little bit. Like that right there. Helps it go in the direction it wants to. And let's see. We took quite a bit of that out of there. So we're going to keep loosening it up a little bit. So I think it's really... See, I want it to go the other way, so we're going to take it so it's completely loose. Okay? That's a real nice thing to do. We'll get it loose. We'll get it so it's... See, now that took it right out. See, now that ain't rocking no more. So, let's get our straight edge. I mean, our little... See, we take our little feeler gauge here. See, this is a little piece of metal, but it's real floppy and real thin. All we do is we see if it'll slide up underneath here. And it does slide underneath here, just a little bit. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to tighten this up a little bit now. We're going to bring that center of that right up. I think it's going to take it to be about right. We'll try it like right there, okay? And I can see that this is a responsive neck, which means that, you know, when you turn that truss rod, and it does what you're asking it to do. Okay, so a little bit lower here. Let me check some of these other spots on here on the fretboard. Okay. Right there. Now we gotta get just a little bit tighter. Just a little bit. We're gonna see how we're doing. Try it over here. See, we're still slipping underneath just a little bit. I'm trying to get it level. So see, we're not slipping through on the ends, right there, but we are a little bit in the middle. So that means I know that it's still just a little bit low. So we're going to tighten it up just a little bit more. Okay. And now it might not go underneath there all. Yeah, see, there's a few right there in the middle. Okay, I got a little few right there. If you can see them. Okay, we're going to go just a hair more. Okay. Oh, that is just so close. We're gonna reset our wrench right there and give it a right there. Let's see how that does. I think that sounds like a pretty good place to start. Oh yeah, I think that's good. I got some touch in the middle. Yep, that's good right there. There are a couple of low frets, but we're going to do that, take care of that by, you know, leveling the deck. We're level the frets here. That's what we're going to do next, so I'll be right back. Alrighty. Well, we got some marker on our frets. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our leveling beam. It's got a little bit of really smooth sandpaper on it, and we're just going to kind of go back and forth, so we feel this get all smoothed out, we take all the black off the marker, or all the marker off the top of these frets. That way we know it's all level. See how we're doing. Looks like we got some progress there. You can see that shiny across the top there, top there, top there. And then we get down here and it's still not cutting across there. You can see some of the black marks are still on there. So we got to keep going till we get all that off of there. And when we get all that off there, we'll be back. Alright, I've been really kind of busy on this thing. We got it all leveled. Went over here and got all the black marker off it. And so we know it's perfectly level now. And then we went ahead and we took our crowning tool here, which has the little, you can see it's got the little slots in there. Those are little files in there. And basically we take our smallest one that we have, we'll run over top of that fret like that. And what it does is when you level the fret, it flattens out the top of it. Well, this puts a point back on the top of it. So that makes it a lot easier and smoother to play. So now what we have to do is we have to do our fret ends, because they're sticking out quite a bit and they're a little bit sharp. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little file right here that I got, and we're just going to kind of do like this here. Let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to take this and we're just going to sort of, which one are we doing? Right here. All right, yeah, right there. Okay, we're going to do this one. All right, we're just going to kind of go like this. We're just sort of going and rounding off that end where it got cut off. See, they just cut it off, and it's up to us to come back and smooth that out real nice. So there's a nice little smooth transition. You don't feel nothing. Take that, make it real smooth. And this is one of the things that really makes a big difference in the way the guitar feels, because you feel the ones around it. This one is nice and smooth. Your finger just kind of glides right over it. These, you can feel them. They're sharp. Not sharp like they're going to cut you, but you know, they're there. You can feel it, and it feels a lot more comfortable when you got one that's nice and smooth. So we're going to go up and down the whole neck here, both sides of this, and when we get done with that, we'll be back. Thank you very much. Alright, we got all the fret ends done on here. Man, it's nice and smooth across there. You can't hardly feel a dang thing. There's a couple little spots in there I need to hook up a little bit. But it's feeling a lot better. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to give this a wipe down with some rubbing alcohol. Get it all nice and cleaned up. And then we are going to, we got to give it a little scrubbing and a scraping too. But I got to finish up these fret ends, so I'll bring it back in a second. Alrighty, it's time to get this fretboard all cleaned up. Just putting a little bit of rubbing alcohol on this rag here. I'm just going to go over this real good, getting it nice and clean. Getting all the schmutz off of it. Get all the stuff that we've been putting on it. You know what I mean? Get it nice and clean. Because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hydrate it. We're going to use a little coconut oil on it to get that wood all nice and happy. And it looks like it's pretty dry. In fact, right now while I got a chance, take my trusty toothbrush here, and we'll put a little bit of alcohol on it right there, and we're just going to get in here and clean out this nut here a little bit. There we go, that's all I want to do. Just get in there and get that little bit of it clean. Alright. Nice and clean, but kind of dry. Now that alcohol dries up quick and it evaporates it, but it leaves it a little bit dried out. So, what do? We come along with a little bit of good old coconut oil here. You know, And we put a little bit of this on here. It's like this here. All the way up and down this fretboard. We leave it on there for a few minutes. Make sure we rub it in good. Oh yeah. It's taking all that coconut oil in there. Uh-oh, sounds like people are busting up junk around here. Alright, we'll get some of this right in there. As long as I'm not messing around with the guitar, I'm happy. Alright. Now that is getting some good love. It's soaking up that oil. We're just going to kind of let that set for a second. Look at that. You see how that is really, it's hydrating things. And then, you know, look at that neck. That is a beautiful neck. Nice piece of wood. Nice piece of wood. Okay. Alright, we've let that sit there for a half a second. Now we're going to come back with just a old rag and wipe that off some. And I want to go back and forth with the frets because I don't want to rub coconut oil into where the fret goes into the wood there. And after I got the most of it off there, now we can go back and forth all we want. And there you have it. Look how nice that looks. It's hydrated. It's nice and smooth along here. It's beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and see what's up with the body. Be right back. Alrighty. Well, look what we got. We got a body and a neck back together. She sure is looking good. You know, and I know that I don't have to go through these brand new pots and stuff like that. You know, so we're just going to get it all set up so it's playing real nice. Now, the next thing we got to do is, well, guess fine. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. We'll put some new strings on it. There we are. I'm going to go with the Ernie balls, the 9 through 42 Super Slinkies, the official string of Mojo Shot guitars. We only use others upon request. Alright. Look at that. Nice fresh pack. We're going to go ahead and put these on. Now, I'm sure you've seen us put on strings about 99 million times. So, I'm going to do everybody a favor. And when I get done putting the strings on this, I'll be back. Alrighty, folks. Well, we got this one all set up. We got the pickup height set just right. We got the strings radiused. We got it so that it's intonated, so it's playing in tune, perfectly in tune at the 12th fret. In fact, all the notes are playing perfectly in tune. It's good to go all the way up and down. She sure does sound good. Only thing we got to do is give it a little wipe down. And as you can hear, it's pretty resonant. Sure is smooth down the neck. Neck feels real good. I think I might have to go a little bit higher on this height on this side. A little bit of buzz. So, we are going to check out this one up just a little bit. I'm just going to give them all one turn. Has to be right. strings buzzing, things ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. No, can't have that. So we're gonna get it right. There we go, now we're all even across the top. No, it's not tuning anymore. Alright, let's get a tune around there. See what she's doing again now. Get her tuned up. Come on there, Beto. I don't like that, that's a little bit loose. Just went right by there. Alright, I'll tell you what, we're gonna get it tuned up. We'll be right back. Well, here she is. Sure does look beautiful. And you know, I never really noticed that this is just a Strat with a really nice pick guard on it. You know, I just love that pick guard. It really makes it look snazzy. And you know, this is about the cheapest guitar you can get. I mean, but like I said, there's nothing. This guitar plays great. I mean, it's not a slouch. It's doing the things the guitar is supposed to do. So let's get a little taste of what this thing can do. Hey, that don't sound too bad. Yeah, nice and smooth. When I slide my hand up and down that neck, it's playing nice and smooth. Can't feel a thing. Let's try the fourth, you know, the good spot. Man, it plays good. Makes it, you know, extra inspiring on them leads. It just plays so easy, so smooth. Can't believe it. It's a Baltimore. I mean, a no-name brand. It's got some mojo now. Believe me, it plays smooth and easy. Yeah, you know, it really does sound good. Right there in the middle. Get it down there, and you know it's got a humbucker in it too. You know, it's got a humbucker, so let's hear what that sounds like. It's got some power. Thank you very much, folks. I'll tell you what, I'm going to call that another successful build. I mean, you know, I bet this thing can play some heavy metal or something like that too, but it sure can play a little bit of blues too. You know, I really like it. It turned out really good. And, you know, it's a sharp little guitar. I mean, it is a nice playing, inexpensive guitar. There's no muss, no fuss. It just plays good. And, you know, you can take any guitar. Don't ever shy away from it. Bring it over to the Mojo man, and he'll show you how it can be playing fantastic and sounding good, just as good as them expensive guitars. Don't save your money and buy something and just get it fixed up. I mean, you know, you got to get it fixed up anyways, you know, or otherwise you're going to be struggling with it. But anyway, how come to call this another good one? Another one hits the Mojo Hall of Fame. So we're going to say adios for now for Mojo Shop Guitar. Thanks everybody for subscribing. Thanks everybody for commenting. And thanks for everything you guys do for me. Adios. Bam.